I want to welcome you right here to Yaya Diamond's Dream Chasers Radio and also to Golden Rule Media Entertainment and Associates. You're watching on all of our channels, Comcast, Amazon, Roku. I mean, we're everywhere. And I'm just so excited because I have an amazing guest on the show. Oh, you guys don't even know. Y'all don't even know. I got Mr. Eric Nolan on the show today. What's up, sir? How you doing?
Hey, Miss Yaya.
Hey, I am so excited to have you on the show. Thank you so much for taking time out today to be here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thank you. So, okay, so we gotta go back in time. We gotta go back in time because I want
Okay.
to know how you got into this amazing group. I ain't telling nobody yet. I ain't saying nothing. You go ahead.
You ain't said nothing.
I ain't saying
You
nothing.
better say something.
I ain't saying no, no, no. I
They're
want
gonna
them to
think
be
I'm
surprised.
in New Edition or something. I don't know.
No, no, he's not. No, no. Okay, you got to tell him. You got to tell him. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What? What am I telling them?
You tell
That I
him
sing. I sing
how
with
you
the
got into this
Ojays.
group. How did you get into this particular group? Don't name the name of the group yet. Just no group name. Just how did you get into this group? I'll make sure to let them know. You just tell them how you got in.
Um, I you know, coming up in Cleveland, Ohio,
Mm-hmm.
I had a group called the Deltones, and we were like, we were like the number one group here in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, I became very close to Gerald. Gerald was a kid, and he used to come and see the group a lot. And we became very, very close to a point of brotherhood. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we were very close. And I think he thought that my group was about to make it, about to get the big contract. So when that happened, we started recording. My group started recording with Gamble Huff and Bunny Sigler and those cats over at Philly.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Gerald made a bond, made a pact that whoever made it first, that's who pulled the other one in. If my group made it first, I was going to pull him and his group in. And so it didn't work out. The Philadelphia thing didn't work out because they were going to shelve us. They were recording us, but they were going to shelve us because Philadelphia already had the Ojays, and
Mm.
my group was patterned after the Ojays.
Oh.
So Gerald, so when they shelved us, Gerald's group wound up getting the big contract with Atlantic Records, but me and Gerald stayed close. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he never changed. He didn't become this big old superstar and became grand and nothing like that. He always stayed the same. And a situation happened in the Ojays, and Gerald told his dad about me. He felt like I could fill the shoes of Sammy Strain, and so I got an audition, and I made the audition, and here I am, 27 years later.
Oh my gosh, you don't understand. My favorite song, and then probably everybody's favorite song, really. I mean, he's smiling in your face all the time. You want to take your place, you backstabbers, backstabbers. Oh my gosh.
You are
Yes.
funny.
Oh, oh my gosh. No, you don't understand. Like they smile in your face. It's like, oh, I love that song.
They do the
And whenever,
smile in your face.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Whenever something happens like that, I'm like, I gotta play my favorite song.
That's
But
cool. That's
man, I'm
cool.
telling you, what an amazing opportunity. I mean,
Yes.
okay, so when this happened and you got the audition, after you got the audition and you made it, where did you freak out at? Because I'm just saying, I can picture the freak out somewhere along the line. Because I know I would. Maybe not in front of people, but I would.
Mm, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't really have time to freak out. I'm gonna
Ah,
be honest with you. I didn't have time because when that happened, I went right into rehearsal,
mm,
and I was just so focused on just wanting to be the. I wanted to be the best um, guy in that position because I knew what Sammy Strain brought to the table, and he was like close to phenomenal.
Mm.
So I kind of knew what that was gonna. I knew what I had to bring to the table for that, and I just didn't want to let Eddie and Walt down. I didn't want them to feel like they made the wrong choice.
Yeah.
So I think I just, I was telling somebody this day for yesterday that I didn't get a chance to really bask in it probably for 4 or 5 years. I think
Oh my
everything was
God.
moving so fast that I didn't get a chance to sit down in it. You know what I mean?
Ah.
Uh, I came at a time when we were doing 4, 5, and 6 month tours.
Mm.
So I kind of left rehearsal and went straight on the road, went right on the road, and then um, next thing I know, when I got out of rehearsal, we recorded "Love You to Tears" album. So I was back in the studio, and then after we got finished the "Love You to Tears" album, then I went out with the Ojays because my first tour was with the father and son tour, and then I did the Ojays tour. We did a tour with the Temptations and Whispers, and it just kept snowballing from there. You understand what I'm saying? So
I
I
hear you.
don't know if I ever got a chance to really have that moment of while I'm in the OJ. You know what? I mean, when you ask me that question, and I'm trying to think, I don't think that I actually really looked at myself as being in the OJs until somewhere around like 6, 7, 8 years ago.
Wow. So you haven't freaked out yet?
You know what? I ain't had a chance to because I was too busy trying to perfect the craft. I was too busy trying to be really good at that position because I came from a group. The group that I was in, I was the lead singer.
Mm.
Myself and a young man by the name of James Tate. We were the lead singers. We were the bookends in our group. We was the Eddie and Walter of our group. And I was so used to singing lead that I had to get used to just being in the middle and doing the shoe doops, you know what I mean? And doing the doos and not, basically singing a lot of the backgrounds and switching up notes. Like I sing like four different notes per show. Sometimes I have
Wow.
to take Walter's note. Sometimes I have to take Eddie's note. Sometimes I have to take the bottom. Sometimes I have to take the top. So I'm so busy at trying to really perfect that I didn't get a chance to really, and that's a great question because I never got a real chance to really just freak out. I never did. Even when we got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I didn't freak out then because I didn't feel like I didn't feel like it, I'm not saying not deserving, but I just didn't feel like that I needed to be that guy in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as much as Eddie and Walter
Mhm.
because Eddie and Walt has been doing this all their lives and they put in that body of work. And I came on, I'm not going to say the end, but I came in at a time to keep the group afloat, to keep the group image and their performance at a level. I came in then. So uh I just didn't feel like I felt like I kept it there. I didn't feel like I got them there. You know what I mean? If that
I
makes
got you.
sense.
Yep, I got you. But I don't know. I
So
mean, you deserve a
it
freak
didn't
out.
I didn't get I didn't get a chance to Yaya. I don't know. Maybe I should freak out when I get finished talking to you. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I owe myself the freak out
You owe
moment, right?
yourself a freak out. It is amazing because I mean, we come into a situation, right? At
Hmm.
that level, and we don't see that, yeah, they were at that level, but because you were there and because you filled those shoes and then some, it took it higher.
Hmm.
You
Thank
see
you.
what I'm saying? So
Thank
it,
you.
it wasn't it you do deserve it. You do. Because it was here. They made it come from here, right?
Hmm.
You came in here. But when you came in, it went here.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
Nobody's
you
never
do.
said that to me.
You do deserve it. You deserve it.
No one never said that. I mean, the most I've probably gotten from maybe, different. interviewers or people that, critique the group is they say I kept them at the level that they're accustomed to being. Um, I tried to I tried to really be good. I really worked my butt off at trying to really be good at that position because I knew what that position entailed.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to really be good at being a team player. That's
Yeah.
what I wanted to be. I wanted to be, I just felt like I could be the BJ Armstrong of this group. I felt like that I could be a team player and that I knew how to adapt because I came from a situation that I was a lead singer
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and I had to change it.
But you did an amazing job.
Thank you.
You did an amazing job. You took it from here and you took it here. And without you, I mean, think about it. You learned all the parts.
Yes, ma'am.
You did all the tours. You were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If it weren't for you stepping into those shoes and nobody else could fill those shoes like you did, where would they be today?
You ain't gonna get me to say it.
But what I'm saying is,
I
it's
don't
just kind
know.
of like those rhetorical questions that go on in your head. It's like, okay, so if they couldn't find anybody, where would they be today? You know what I mean? It's like
Hmm.
you were the person that was supposed to be there. You filled those shoes. It was your position, and you took because of your teamwork, because you were there. You filled that spot. The group went that higher. It went there,
I
and I
think
want to
we.
thank
I
you so
think. I
much.
think we've. I think we've done good. I think we've
Yeah,
been
man.
able to sustain. I think we've been able to sustain, especially our live performances at a level to where the people can enjoy themselves and they won't feel cheated for the price of the ticket. You know what I mean? And
Definitely.
that's what we pride ourselves in.
And you got another song out now.
I have. You know what, Miss Yaya, this is like my fifth. This is like my fifth single.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've released some singles beforehand, and they have, you know, they have. I don't know how to measure the success of them. I just know that, um, you know, I heard reminds me in Hawaii. I heard reminds me in London. I heard reminds me in Puerto Plata.
Mm-hmm.
So the DR. So I'm assuming that that record did do, well. And On My Way has been a really big steppers line dancing record, throughout the states. So I'm assuming that record did well. Now I Miss You, eh, Cologne, in my life, uh, started picking up momentum, but I wanted to catch the momentum, so I released a record on myself and Walter Williams of the
Mm-hmm.
Ojays.
That's
We
right.
did a we did a record together, and so that record surpassed In My Life quickly because In My Life was still out there, but I thought I was catching the momentum of that, and then Give Her Your Love started just taking off. It just started just gaining. Radio stations started picking up this record, and I didn't even promote it to those radio stations.
Wow.
I didn't even, you know what I'm saying? You know how when you put out a record, you go to different radio stations, say, hey man, play this, or would you play this, or would you give me some spins, stuff like this. I did that with some radio stations, but a lot of radio stations we just been picking up on our own on the strength of the record.
Wow.
And I think that's the cool part. That's the cool part. So, um, so I'll tell you this. You're the second person I told this to. Second person that interviewed me that I told this to. I was releasing a solo CD called In My Life. That was the CD that On My Way and In My Life was going to be on.
Mm-hmm.
But I stopped doing that CD. I'm gonna put it out later. I'll put it out in 24. When I put out the record on myself and Walter, the momentum that it started building up, and the interest that radio stations started, liking about the record. I said, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll do an EP on Eric Nolan features. So I did that with Walter. Valentine's Day, I got a record coming out with Glenn Jones and Kirk Whalen. And then in the fall, hopefully it's going to be myself and Will Downing or myself and Kanye Doss.
And you ain't freaked out yet?
Nah, what happens is with me. I think with me, maybe this is just subliminal, but I think with me, in my lifetime, I have been let down so much that I don't ever really believe this stuff till it's actually happening. I just don't. I just
Yeah.
don't. I know what people say. I know what people intentions are, and maybe they do have good intentions. And I know me and Glenn, we started working on the record. I won't be excited until it's finished.
Yeah.
Uh, Me and myself and Will Downing, we every time we see each other, we talk about this record that we're going to do together. But I won't get excited until we actually do it. Because I know people have things to do, man. Sometimes they have it in their heart to do certain things, and sometimes time don't permit it, or situations don't permit it. So I don't hold it against them. I just know that, I'm happy when it happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I asked Walter to do the song with me, uh, I was really shocked because I already had my plan B. My plan B was I was going to ask Scotty from the Whispers to do the record because I didn't know what Walter was going to say, really, because I never asked him to do a record with me. He's always done a record with Eddie. He's never done a record with no one else except he had to do one with Beyonce because contractual, when we did the Fighting Temptation, that was for the soundtrack. So he had to do that record with Beyonce.
Hmm.
But other than any other guy, Walter has never done a record with no other guy but Eddie. So I
Wow.
didn't know what to expect. I just knew that I was gonna roll the dice. I was gonna ask him. So Walt, I got this record I want you to do with me. What you think? I want you. He said, okay, when? So now I ain't got no date. I'm like, whoa, he said when? So now I got my own studio, my own recording studio. So I said, well, next week, next Friday. He said, okay, I'll be there. Walt was there half an hour early with his Popeyes chicken because he loved Popeyes chicken.
That's so
He
good.
says the grease from the chicken coats his throat. It
Oh
helps him to
goodness.
sing better. He don't
Okay.
he he's not saying it's giving him cholesterol. He said it coats his throat. So
Uh-huh.
so I said, okay, we're gonna have you some Popeyes chicken. But he came with his Popeyes chicken and he blazed that track.
Mm.
He killed it. I mean, man, you would think he was singing with Eddie. I was like, hey, 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 brother, I'm not, I'm not Eddie. Hold on, slow up.
Oh
You
my
ain't
God.
gotta, you ain't gotta really do all that.
Oh, that is so cool.
But he killed it though. He killed it. I had to go back in the studio.
Oh, you had to redo your stuff?
Yep, I had to redo it because I had did my parts already. My parts was pretty cool too. And then he come in there with all that stuff. I was like, man, I'm not putting this record out like this. I'm going back in the studio.
Yeah, it would be like, so are those your final vocals? Oh no, those are dummy
Oh
tracks.
no, 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 that's a dummy track. No, no, no,
That's
no.
dummy
That's
tracks. Yeah.
that's just a demo. That's just a demo.
That is so cool though. I mean, wow. Wow. And there's just one more question that I have for you. And you ain't
All right,
freaked
girl,
out
ask me as
yet?
many questions.
And
You
you
don't
ain't
have
freaked
no.
out yet?
Yeah, yeah. I haven't. I haven't. I'm telling you, I ain't had chance to.
Well, you
I
gonna
don't.
have
I
to.
don't even know. I don't even know what I would do. I don't even know how to freak out. I don't know what I would do. I don't know. I don't know. What do I do? Yeah, yeah. Do I scream? What do I
You
do?
dance, you yeah.
Oh, that's what I do. Hey, that's what I gotta do. I gotta practice. I gotta practice that.
You gotta do
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
You gotta
You
do
are
something
funny.
like that. I'm
I gotta
telling
do
you,
something like that.
you gotta do something like that. It's just, it's just such a
Okay.
blessing.
It
It's
is.
such a
It
blessing.
really is. I and my story is not not any different than anyone else that's trying to make it in the business. I come from obscurity. I come from poverty. Uh, I come from a broken home, raised by my mom, evictions, homeless, all that stuff. I've witnessed, and I've got a chance to do all that stuff. So all that stuff that I carry with me, even the struggles of trying to make it in the business, I carry all that with me daily. So um, I don't know how to be. I don't know how to have an air or be arrogant about about this situation because I didn't invent this. I didn't invent what I'm doing.
Hmm.
I'm carrying on, but I'm not. I haven't invented this, so I don't have a reason to be different. So I think that's probably one of the reasons. Maybe I'm just thinking as I'm, as you asked me. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I never really just went like, oh yes, because I never took it for granted that I'm in. I got like I was there for 15 years and never really thought I was in. You know what I mean? Like I ain't never really. And Eddie used to always ask me, why do you talk about the OJs in third person?
Mm.
See, because I grew up on the OJs and I grew up listening to them and I grew up idolizing them and I grew up a huge fan. And sometimes I do um, sit on stage, and I've done this probably more than 10 times. I have a tendency sometimes of sitting on stage and watching them sing. And they have to come over to me and be like, boy, sing, you sing. And I'm watching the show
Uh-huh.
because I can't believe it. I can't believe that these guys
Now
still
that's a freak
have that
out.
magic.
That's a freak
Huh?
out. That's a freak
That's a
out.
freak out?
That's a freak out.
Okay. I just didn't
That's a
do the
freak.
dance.
No, you didn't do the dance, but that is a freak out. Official freak out. Yeah,
Okay.
that is a freak out.
Okay, then we'll take it. I'll take that.
You
I'll
take
take
it.
that.
Okay, yeah, because I
I'll
mean,
take
I
that.
know it's surreal. It's
Yes, ma'am.
surreal. It's even amazing that a group like that that you grew up on would want
Hmm.
you to sing
Right.
with them. It's like,
Now
and
that's the freak out.
that's the freak out. And I'm not saying like you like that, but I'm thinking, anything that happens in my life or in your life, it's like, really? Me? That's how I think. When
No,
people say,
no,
"Hey, yeah, yeah,
that's
this," like me, you
yeah,
know?
and that's why I told you I didn't get a chance to really sit down in it because when it happened, I just wanted to be good. When it happened, when Gerald, the first call I got was from Melvin Cephas of the Rude Boys. He the one called me first, and then Buddy from the Rude Boys called me. Say, hey, man, they talking about you being one of the OJs.
Mm.
Whatever. So uh, when I finally got the call and I came in and rehearsed, the good thing about rehearsal when I first came in with the OJs to rehearse is that they never taught me a song. To this very day, they have never ever taught me an OJ song
Mm.
because I knew them all.
Right.
I knew them all. I knew them all from when there was five of them. I
Mm.
was a student of the OJs, Temp, Stylistics, Dramatics, Enchantment. Um, I was just a student of those acts, Delphonics, Intruders.
Mm.
I knew all their songs.
Mhm.
So when they showed me the lineup, I was like, okay, I know that one. I know that one. I know what this person's supposed to be singing. I know what that note's supposed to be. I know what this. All they gotta do is teach me choreography and just tell me who note they want me to jump on when one comes out. I kind of already knew it. I knew that when Eddie started singing lead, somebody had to take that note. So I knew I probably have to take that note. So I did it. And then when Walter got out, I knew he was singing the top. And so when he came in, I just jumped on the top. So I made things a little easier for them as far as the transitions of learning the songs. They didn't have to teach me
Mhm.
because I was already a fan. So I already knew the records. Now I just had to learn how to be, I had to learn, I had to learn that level of entertainment and that level, what comes with that level. I should say it
Mhm.
like that. What comes with that level? When you with a superstar act, it's a whole nother kind of level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're not playing 150 seaters, 80
No.
people. You're not you playing arenas. I mean, I'm jumped right out in there playing 20, 30, and 40,000 seaters.
Yeah.
As far as the eye could see, my biggest audience to date is 200,000. That's my biggest
Wow.
audience to this very day. Amsterdam,
People.
200,000.
That's
And
a
then
scene.
you already know what the Essence Festival do. I mean, it's
Oh, I know.
87,000. Easy.
Hmm.
I've done that like 5 times, so I've done arenas like that, 40s and 50s and 60,000 seaters. But there's a level that comes with that. And that's what I had to learn. I had to learn about the level.
Mm.
I'm a
Wow.
pro at it now though. I'm a pro at it. I mean, so much of a pro that when I see other acts, I know when they're not at that level.
Wow.
I don't care what songs they singing. I don't care how good they are. I can tell when they're not at that level,
Yeah.
that they're just good singers or they're, a good performer, but they're not quite at that level.
Hmm.
Is
Yeah.
that make sense?
It does. It does. And I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. Yeah, definitely. Wow. But now, okay, so that was a small freak out. You still owe that
You're
real
gonna.
major freak out to
I
yourself.
still, I still, I still owe one, right?
You still owe one. You still owe one.
Okay.
But I'm just so happy for you. That
Thank you.
you know you worked and it worked for you. And you ended up in an amazing group, the Ojays. Now that everybody kind of knows it's the Ojays.
Mm-hmm.
And you have your new song out with Mr. Walter Williams of the legendary Ojays, who
Yes,
you had
ma'am.
to kind of go back into your vocals again. But I'm glad you did
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah. I had to go
no,
back. I had to go back. I don't mind telling. It don't bother me. I just want the record. I don't care if I had to go back 60. I told Glenn. I told Glenn Jones the same thing. I said, look, I know who I'm about to do a song with. I'm not an idiot. I know who I'm about to do a song. I'm doing a song with Glenn Jones. I mean, like one of the best vocalists of all times. You know what I mean?
mhm,
Okay, I think that I'm good. I don't think I'm great. I think I'm good at what I do. And I know how to finesse a song. And I know how to get on a song and get on the track. I know how to do that. I told Glenn, he's like, oh no, man, you're gonna be fine. I said, oh, when the record come out, I'm gonna be fine. If I gotta go to the studio 12 times and cut so that I can kind of like just come up to snuff to you, oh, it's gonna be fine when it hit the air. Trust and believe. I don't care. I don't care about going in and making sure that it's right. It don't bother me a bit. I feel nothing.
I
I
feel
don't
you.
feel
I feel you.
nothing. I never
You
said I don't wear a shirt, a
hey,
hat, or none of that says world's greatest vocalist. Nope, 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 nope. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to put out good music, good records that people can love, that people can, that they want to hear, that they want to play, that they don't say, "Oh man, take that off. I don't want to hear that. I just want to do good music." And so
yeah.
whatever it takes for me to do good music, I'm going to do that because I'm in the business for the rest of my life.
Hmm.
That's I'm telling you that now. I'm in the music. I don't quite know where I'm gonna end up, but I know it's going to be in the business. And I'm doing the OJ's thing. The OJ's are doing a final tour. Okay. Whenever Eddie decides that it's just a complete wrap, is when it's when the OJ's are done.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna I'm not going to go get a group or go get two other guys and call us the Sounds of the OJs or the OJs Review or sounding like the OJ. Doing none of that. I ain't doing none of that. Yeah, yeah. I ain't doing none of that.
I
Okay,
got
so I'm letting you know, letting your listeners know. Don't look for the OJ's experience or none of that. Eric Nolan. Nope, not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. We ain't doing that. But I am going to try to put out a body of work on Eric Nolan so that Nolan can go to work, so that I can go out there and I can still perform. And it doesn't bother me that if I play smaller venues. That don't bother me because I've fulfilled, majority of my aspirations and dreams. I've done the biggest of stages. So it's not a thing where I need to do a big stage. I'm cool. If I'm doing 3, 4, 500 seaters, I'm cool. I love intimate settings anyway. I mean, I like being close to the people. So, and the type of music I'm doing, it warrants that. So,
Mhm.
I just want to put out a good body of work.
Yeah,
So if I can do that, I'm cool.
I hear you.
Trust me. I'm telling you, I'm telling
I
you,
hear
I'm all
you.
right.
I hear
I'm all
you.
right. I rather let the Ojays legacy. I rather let the Ojays just drift off into the sunset and just be that group. You know what I mean?
That's amazing. Wow. That's great.
What?
That's great. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Just hearing the whole thing and how you feel about it, it just touches me. And it helps me to understand it more about you, not just the artist, but the person behind the artistry. And that to me is just amazing.
Thank you.
That's amazing. And it makes me want to go back and like fix some stuff
You
that I
think?
might have to like bring up the snuff, you know?
Yeah, I
Try
feel
to
you. I
freak
know.
out a little bit.
I do. It's just I think people put a lot of emphasis on things that they want than opposed to the reality of the want. The
Hmm.
reality of the want. And I think that's what people do. People, oh, you're gonna keep the group going, right? I know you're gonna get 2 other people, and you're gonna keep it going and keep the OJs alive. What? No, that's not what I'm gonna do. Because that's what you want me to do. That's not what's gonna happen. Because what you don't understand is that what they don't understand is that the dressing rooms, the tour buses, the shows that we play, and me being in the foxhole with those 2 guys, me hearing the stories about how they how they couldn't come through the front of a venue because they were black, how they couldn't, how they had to use the outhouse for the bathroom because they weren't allowed to come inside of the venue to use white only restrooms. How they would get fed when the people would when the restaurant or the place they would play would give them their food, they would give it to them in the back, and they still have to drink out of color only waters. And I mean, I've heard all of these stories, and even so much so much as far as the ice box. You know where the ice box came from, right? How the refrigerator, and you remember back in the day that your parents used to like put that in the ice box.
Hmm.
Where the ice box came, actual ice, a block of ice. That's where they used to keep they stuff cold back in the day. Now listen what I'm telling you, Yaya. Now I got all of this stuff from Eddie and Walt. All of these things, all of these tribulations that they went through to make it, right? So now I'm watching these 2 guys that's now 80 years old bring all of that on stage. Like they take all of that, whatever they went through, the racism, the pain, all of that they take and they bring it on stage and they put it in their song, they put it in on record, right? How how in the hell can I replace that?
I hear you.
You can't
I hear
replace
you.
it.
No.
You can bring in somebody to sound like them, or they think to sound like them. You can bring in somebody that maybe can perform, but you can't bring that feel on stage.
No.
And so now you're going to leave me on stage with these 2 people that's going to leave me empty because I'm not getting the blood, sweat, and tears. I'm just getting you getting a check.
Hmm.
That's all I'm getting. I'm just getting you getting a check. That's all I
Yeah.
can get. So that's why it becomes the sound of the OJs or the OJ experience or the OJ's review. I'm good. I just do Eric Nolan. I'll just find something else to do to pay the rent and I have fun.
Hmm.
For
I
whatever,
totally
however it goes down, whatever happens, yeah, however it pans out, I was able to build a home, I was able to get a couple cars, I was able to do some things that people do when they do all right. But if it all goes away, the only thing I want out of the deal, that's all I want is a truck. Because if I'm gonna live in Cleveland, I gotta have a truck. I
agree.
gotta I gotta fight the snow, baby.
Oh my
Just give
gosh.
me a
You gotta get the ones with the big wheels.
Yeah, I gotta get the one with the big wheels.
With the big wheels. Yep, yep, yep.
But I'm cool. I'm cool. I've done a lot of stuff, man, for just a high school graduate. I'm not even a college grad.
Wow.
You dig what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
went to music settlement for like 13 months. That's the extent of it. And I'm just giving it to you, you know. Listen, all my life I've been transparent. I don't believe in the lie. I believe in the reality. So a lot of people give Hollywood answers and this whatever this is, whatever politically correct answers are. I don't believe in them to a point of where you mislead people about
Yeah.
what's happening. And when you mislead people, it's almost, and it's not take nothing away from people what they do, but it's almost like an Instagram model. You see all this life on the Instagram, and that's not the life they really lead.
Mm.
That's not the life they really lead. That's not what it. Now you're misleading people. That's catfishing, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I don't believe in with Eric Nolan. I can't change the world, but I'm just, um, this is what it is, and you can't measure my happiness. I'm already happy. It's already been happy, and whether I have the big house or all the cars, and I only have an apartment and one car, I'm still going to be happy because I do things that make me happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
because of everything else I did, and I got a big house built, and I only go to two rooms. I promise you, 19 years in this house, only been in two rooms. I've been in the family room where I watch TV and play my game, and my bedroom. I promise you, I don't even know where I got the house. I don't even know why I got it. I don't even know why I got it. I ain't never in none of these all these rooms. This living room and this dining room, they got on the thing. Got dust on the whatever that thing is over there. Got dust on it. Somebody, somebody came and took my living room and dining room. Now, I never even see this thing. I don't see these rooms.
Wow.
I'm just telling you. Yeah, don't look at me
I
like that,
got
baby.
you.
I only can.
No,
That's
I
all I can tell
totally
you.
get it. I know, I totally get it. I totally get it. I mean, wow, but wow, it's like just the story alone is like, wow, that is so cool. And it's so inspirational though. I mean, think about it. I mean, high school graduate, you did 13 months, you said, of some kind of a music something else.
Music settlement.
Okay, and
That's
that's it.
I was just learning how to read music and learn how to play the piano.
Mm,
Didn't finish because right after that I went on the road with Dennis Edwards of the Temptations. I started singing background for him. So I didn't
wow,
ever finish.
that's amazing.
That's it.
That's it. That's amazing. That's it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
That's
That's what
it.
I.
But that's a blessing. You still owe yourself a freak out, but that is amazing. That
I
is truly amazing. Truly amazing. What a wonderful, I mean, just a wonderful life. Just doing what you love to do.
right. That's the number one thing. I'm doing exactly what I love to do. These guys, you don't, Yaya, when I tell you, when I first got with this group, Yaya, they gave me $600 a show. They gave me per diem, a room of my own, and they uh they thought that they were doing they thought they were because the principal, they have to choose their bunks first on the tour bus. I'm from the family that I come from. I had two other brothers, and I'm the oldest. So my mother always bought bunk beds. So I always slept on the top of the bunk bed, that because I'm the oldest. So I get to choose my bed first, and I always chose the top. So when the Ojays and Levert and all them, we got to go on tour together. All them chose their bunks first. I had to choose mine last because I was the newbie. But they all left the top bunk.
Well, hey.
Nobody wanted nobody wanted the top bunk. I was at home.
Yep.
When we first started, look, valet didn't ever carry my bags. They ain't never take my bags up to the room, carry my. Is that what y'all doing? Okay, I'm good. I know how to carry my bags. I know how to carry my stuff. I am in a dream right now. I'm touring, I'm traveling. I mean, y'all paying me to do. I don't know the value of what I'm doing. I just know y'all giving me a check.
Hmm.
So I was cool. I was cool. I'm just being on stage and singing with my idols, with the two guys that I idol, and I'm with my buddy who was like a brother to me. I'm with Gerald Levert, Sean Levert. We like family. We like when Eddie and them used to be on the road. I used to be over at Gerald and Sean's house, just kicking it and helping write songs and playing basketball, and we just follow our line. So I'm at home.
Wow. Wow. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. This is, you don't even understand. And I'll tell you a little bit later why this is just like, I love this. This is just wow. Wow. The legendary OJs is like, and then just to sing with these guys and be with these guys and live that life. I mean, you did it and you're still doing it. And it's
Hmm.
just a blessing. And you have your new song.
Yes, ma'am.
You have with Walter Williams, who came in
Yep.
and just like tore it up.
Just
Okay.
killed it. Just murdered it. Jesus. I'm like, ugh.
Oh, wow. That is wonderful. I want to thank you so much for being on the show and giving us the history and the background and the stories. I can see it all in my
Thank
head.
you.
I can see it all in my head. Give Her Your Love is the new song with Eric Nolan and Walter Williams of the legendary, iconic, and rock and roll Hall of Famers,
Yes, ma'am.
OJs. And so now you have to freak out.
I gotta freak out. If I freak out, I'm gonna have to record it. I gotta let you see it. I gotta let you see it.
I would love to see that freak out because that would make everything complete for me and be like, okay, he freaked out. We good.
Yeah.
We good. We good.
Oh, can I say one more thing for you,
Yeah,
Lee? I
definitely.
I I have a remember I was telling you earlier that even if the OJ's go off into the sunset, that I would be doing something in music. Well,
Right.
I found this love of doing radio. I love doing radio.
Mm.
So I've been on the radio for like in Cleveland. I've been in the radio on the radio station on the FM station for the last 2.5 years.
Hmm.
So maybe some people know, but a lot of people don't know that I actually do radio. Like I'm doing a terrestrial radio show.
Wow.
So I have a radio show called Tens, the Eric Nolan Show.
Wow.
That's on WOVU 95.9 FM in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down. TENS. And
Right,
where is it at?
Tens.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Eric Nolan Show is on WOV Victor U Unicorn
Mm-hmm.
95.9 FM Cleveland, Ohio. They have an app and they have a website wovu.org.
Okay.
And we're on 24 hours. I'm on Sundays, Sunday nights at 8 o'clock. That's it.
Okay.
I'm on Sunday. Take the A out though in
Take the A out.
Cleveland.
Hold on a second. Rewind. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that
Yeah,
it?
that's it.
All
That's
right.
it, mama. So
So you're on
uh
Sundays.
I'm on Sunday night at 8 o'clock. I do a segment that's called For the Lover in You. So that comes on at 8 o'clock on Sundays. And then I do drive time on Mondays and Tuesdays at 3 o'clock.
Nice. Congratulations.
I mean, hey,
Please.
look, that,
Hey.
that got me through the pandemic. That got me through the whole COVID thing. That's
Wow.
that's what I did. I did radio. I did
Mm.
radio, and that's what kept me sane because I was able to do music and still talk to the audience, and you know, I even broadcast. They got me set up to where I can broadcast live from other cities.
Mm.
So when I was when I was rehearsing in Philly for those 6 weeks, I broadcast live from my hotel room.
Wow. Wow. That's, it's just a blessing, man. I just tell you, I'm ready to freak out for you. Maybe I did already. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of cool. And I love radio too. I love radio. But
I know you do.
this is just, I'm loving this. I'm sorry. The whole stories. I love stories and I love this. And like I said, I'll tell you later why. Um, but I want to thank you so much for being on the show. And
Thank you for having me.
we can get you guys the song, Mr. Walter Williams, and the song Anywhere. And it's also I checked it out on YouTube. And you can also check it out on my radio station, yayadiamondradio.com. And we will have that song playing. I'm telling you, I'm excited. I'm excited for you. Thank you so much.
By the time by the time you put this out, me and Walter would have been finished the video. We're doing the video this Saturday.
Saturday? No, I'm faster than you are.
Oh, okay.
You think I'm gonna hold on to this? Do you think I'm gonna hold on to this? This is my freak out. I am not holding on to this. This is actually going up right after I talk to you. This is going up.
Yeah, so the video will be out in a couple of weeks.
There you go. See, I'm faster.
Yeah, you faster. You faster than me. You're right.
See, I own the station, so I can do whatever I want.
Talk to me. All right.
That's what I'm saying. I freaked out though. I did the official freak out when I got it all together. I was freaking out. I even put it on camera. I was freaking out. But thank you so much, Mr. Nolan, for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, Yaya. I appreciate you.
Such a blessing. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe or wherever you love, whatever. Just go follow everybody. I'll put it in the description box below. You guys can do whatever
follow
you want.
Everybody.
I just, when you have such legends on the show and you can hear the motivation in his voice and just how he practice and stuff, it motivates. It should motivate all of us to go after our goals and our dreams. Don't wait, guys. Jump on it. Somebody says something, be like, yes, that's it. Yes, okay, I got it. And just go for it. You could do this. You got it. All right, guys, until next time, don't forget to dare to be different. Bye.
Yeah.
I did to be different.